Good afternoon. Are things working? We will see. Yeah, auto start is something that you can enable on YouTube, but I have not enabled on YouTube, so it does not. Hi, hello, greetings. Hey, the bot even says that it's running. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh, my plaids don't match. Is that, what's the word? I don't know. Oh, start playing once you go live. I see. I see. It's that guy again. Illegal? I don't think illegal was the word I was looking for. There's a fashion word for this. Armo will tell us. Armo knows all the fashion. He's our fashionista. It's a little chilly out here today. I'm waiting for the garage to come up in temperature a bit. Open the doors. Hope to get some airflow. How chilly is it? 52. 52. That might be my fault, Quay, because I started it manually instead of starting it on time. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? And who knows what's going on with this ignition system? So last time we got as far as changing out all the plug wires and putting 2 new coils in it, trying to start it, and discovering that not only does it not start, not only did it not spark, it also was making one of the coils get very warm. So there's a few things that we want to try today just to do some diagnostics. I think number 1 is I want to take the cap off and make sure that it's not like super corroded and that there's no rotor in there. Like, are we trying to make something work that could never work? Let's make sure that that's not the case, huh? So that should be a pretty easy place to start. Plug it in, plug it in. Well, I mean, there was a lot to plug in. Here, should I replicate the classic ramp truck moment? Oh, I got a little hair in my face here. Ah, so much better. Did you print your instructions? I did not print my instructions. Mostly because I could not figure out what I was supposed to print, and I didn't want to print 270 pages. So we'll figure that out when we get there. Is this the remix to Ignition? Did you ever find that butt plug? You know, I never did. And demonetized. I actually remonetized on YouTube. I have been, for the last year or so, not been putting ads on any of my videos or streams. However, after reading some things and watching some videos, that might have been shooting myself in the foot, because there's a pretty good chance, oh, I should change scenes, there's a pretty good chance that YouTube only pushes videos that have it enabled. So that's fun. I'm not going to try to explain it to you via chat. I know, I'll pull it up on my phone, or I am in the soup aisle. If you need to absolutely just yell at me, I am there. But we got plenty of things to look at before we even get that far. Because the computer will only tell us things that it knows, and the computer doesn't know anything right now because we've had the battery unplugged, and it does not have permanent memory. So at this point, I just want to do some visual diagnostics before I do the electronic diagnostics, because maybe we're missing something obvious. Okay, what do we have here? A good looking rotor. No corrosion to speak of. In fact, that looks, I would say, recently replaced. It looks really, really clean. Where's my flashlight? Boop. Yep, that is very much so a new rotor, and it is very much so a new cap. So new cap and rotor. Like I said, somebody's been down this road before. Somebody's gone through the steps to figure out what, they're trying to figure out what was going on and never got it, obviously. How do you find the YouTube streams compared to the Twitch streams? Pretty much the same. I would say less people are aware of the YouTube streams. I intentionally keep them a little bit less interactive, I guess is the word to use. I don't have text-to-speech or anything like that. I don't have like any alerts at all. But that was pretty much my intent. Okay, so that's all we're going to get out of that. Now, one other thing I would like to try. When we first started to look at this, the coils were basically set up in reverse, where they had the exhaust coil powering the intake. And I think they were doing that to try to determine whether or not the they were trying to do that to determine whether or not the intake coil was bad. However, they just had the intake coil floating. It wasn't mounted to anything. So I don't know for certain that it was ever doing anything. So I think what I would like to do is to, instead of switch out the coils, I'd like to switch out the igniters between the two. If I was a rich man, I would have just bought two igniters, but they're about $160 each, and not very easy to find at that. Yeah, we'll be on OnlyFans soon. Rock Auto has one available. Why did Pretzel just stop working altogether? It sure did. Yeah, Rock Auto has like one available. It's an AC Delco, and I'm not convinced that it's right. I feel as though it's not the correct part. Here, let's try this station instead. I did. Did you, like, take it out and inspect the disc? It seems correct on other sites. Yeah, I looked it up and it looked like, when I looked up the part, when I looked up that part number, it was an extremely different looking part. All right, I did take the rotor, or the cap off, and noted that the cap and rotor are brand new. I did not take the rotor off to inspect anything underneath of that, so I guess I'll do that. I don't know what I'm gonna see under there. Whole bunch of nothing, really, but you don't know what you don't know. Okay, who holds us? All right, we can just do that. We can just do one of these. I don't want to take these plug wires off and go through that whole rigmarole again. That was kind of annoying. There, is that far enough out of the way? I can't see nothing, I'll tell you that. So does this just slide off, or it appears it has a bolt in it? And then there's two Phillips head screws that retain it. dual purpose. This is a camera situation nightmare. What if I just take it off the stick? Maybe. Can I do that easily? Yeah. Oh, don't scratch the car. Let me do this real quick. Don't drop us. Boop. Get dropped. Unscrew, please. Don't you unscrew somehow? Yeah, like that. Mom, we're in the box again. My theory is the crank signal is bad. So the plug from the distributor too. Yeah, we need to look at that. But we kind of just need to look for that. And maybe get out our power probe or multimeter and try to find some signals as well. Okay. So, little camera. So we can get right down in on the action when we can. Okay, looks like an 8mm. I like that setup. Where did you get that? The little, it's a newer tripod, and ooh, it's about to fall off. The block though is pretty neat. The block is for putting shoes, multiple shoes on the. The AC tail coordinator is sus. Yeah, that was my opinion too. I almost bought it. I was like, I'm gonna buy it, and then I cross-referenced it a bit, and I was like, I don't think that's right. Oh, I came over here for an 8mm. So I stopped myself. I don't have any money to waste throwing at parts, so we're not gonna buy parts until we know we need them. I almost bought a set of plugs for it today too, but I stopped myself from doing that. Because I'm like, there's no way that these plugs are so bad they're causing it to not run. That's impossible, even though that one is split. Okay, don't lose that. And, all right, that only goes on one way, that's good. Those are some short screws. Okay. So there is our optical pickup, and it is not dirty. It is not bad looking at all, so far as I can tell. Right, let's see. No, that looks remarkably clean, in my opinion. It's not full of oil or anything like that. I'll see what Professor ZK has to say. Oh, this part? The arm? Yeah, I like the arm a lot. I use this pretty regularly. It's only not useful in this situation where I'm in a really tight shot. I can provide you a link to that, but it's a TARION VB-02. Oh, it rotates. That definitely rotates. I see no chance that the distributor shaft is broken. Remember EF and EC65. Okay. What else are we looking at here? So we have a wire, this wire, coming up off of the distributor. And that wire has been soldered, depending on where you're from, to, let me put this back together, the distributor, which is slightly suspicious. Slightly auspicious. Is that one wire coming off of there the signal? Is that the optical signal? Or is that a ground? I have to imagine the signal wire is a large connector. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and put this roughly in place just to get it out of my way. All right, there's the connector off the back. So we have this wire here. That is just a ground, right? Gotta be. And that goes down into the harness and goes off into Neverland. Shielded wire. This guy is definitely not a shielded wire. Well, I mean, it does have a shield on it, but like, that's gotta be a ground. This is the optical pickup back here. This is a ground. Now it looks like it used to have a blade connector on it, and somebody went in and just soldered it straight to the tab. There's all our wires there. So let's try and trace that group of connector wires to where they go. That's not supposed to be that way. I'm gonna move the mic real quick, okay? Okay. Try not to cling it against the body anymore. So let's see where that big connector is. So I'm a little bit worried about how close it is to the turbo. No, it's right there. And then it goes down. Is that the one there? Oh, sorry, y'all. Okay, it comes up over to here. Sorry. So it comes up over to here. It plugs in right here. So that is the wire to the distributor pickup. And I can confirm that it is plugged in. So we have that to go off of at least. It looks pretty good. Doesn't look like the connector is too abused or anything. I'm not seeing any. I thought maybe there was a rub through because the turbo inlet interfaces this power steering pump pretty closely. That all looks pretty good. Okay. It is a 4-wire connector, yes. Good idea. Let me grab the probe. And none of those 4 wires are ground, are that ground you mentioned? No. None of those 4 wires. That black wire here goes off into the harness in a different location. Yep, it joins the harness down at the root down here. So we got 4 that come off of the pickup, and then we have 1 that comes off the body of the distributor that's just a tab screwed into the body of the distributor, and it goes down into the harness. Okay, gotta put the battery on. Something just came to life. Do I have the key on? Nope, not. Nope. Oh, I had it to accessory. That's why. Okay. Get the old power probe out. First off, let's see. Okay, engine has ground. And distributor, I don't know if you can see that, is also grounded. You're grounded. Now it should be grounded through the engine too. It's all connected. So where do we go from there? Wonder if that's the radio condenser connector. Oh, maybe. The isolator of radio noise, you mean? Boy, they got the valve cover just plumbed straight into the turbo on this thing, don't they? If there's any blow by, you're just chewing it. It's way out of time. Should we check the timing? Oh, we can't check the timing because it's got no ignition. But somebody's got that distributor smacked all the way to one side, which is, there's no way that's right. Not that you can see anything. You can see there. Maybe. So if we ever do get it running, we need to adjust the ignition timing too. Is the dizzy 180 out? If it was 180 out, I would expect there to be something. Like there would be some backfiring, there would be some sputtering. We put the timing light on it and it picked up nothing. It should at least be doing something wrong, not just doing nothing if it's 180 out. Okay, I'm going to put this back together. I don't foresee anything being seen at this juncture. And with the battery in, with the key not on, the coil is not getting hot. That's good to know. That is good to know. Very, very low torque. Okay. Do a spin test. Well, it doesn't rotate freely, so yeah, there's a gear on it. But let me try to finagle this somehow. That should be okay. That should be okay. And nothing's in the fan. Ooh, that could have been close. All right. Let me move you guys so you can watch. Be my eye in the sky. Okay. Spin test go. What if this thing has a neutral safety switch? Let me try. Nope, sure doesn't. Was that not a feature in 84? All right, did it spin? So broken and seized. Yeah, I figured. It should have a clutch switch per the wiring. I sure don't. Or the switch is probably broken. Just like on the 240. Yep. someone hot wired the switch because the switch broke. That would do it. It's feeling more and more like the 240 every time I look at it. Okay. There's one thing Nissan's not very good at. It's learning from their mistakes. They like to make the mistakes over and over and over and over. Maybe that's why my dad likes Nissan of the Japanese manufacturers, because like they're the most GM-like in that way. And for the sake of not chasing problems that don't exist, I'm just going to crank it a little bit. Just making sure. And how does the coil feel? A tiny bit warm. Okay. Okay. Do I want to try and switch out the igniters next? It was my next line of thought anyway. Got some camera problems, hold on. There, that's better. How to test the igniter, EF and EC65. Gotcha. EF and EC65. This is the wrong spreadsheet. You know approximately what page that is? EF. Wait, there's no EF. What? Oh, EF and EC, there it is, okay. We'll just scroll for a bit. And 65, 62, 65. Okay. Disconnect the 20-pin connector and check continuity between 3, 5, 14, and ground. I assume that's the connector to the ECU. Yeah, okay. All right, let's do that first. And I should be able to use the power probe to do that, make it easy. Easy peasy. We'll just give that harness the pokey poke. I'm just gonna probe my harness. Wait, this isn't a Ford probe. This is incredibly tangled. It seems like the easiest thing to do. I do have that other image very small intentionally. It does feel a little ridiculously small, so I'll make it a tiny bit bigger. But I'm trying not to block too much of what we're doing. Okay. How is battery? 65%. I think it's time for this to go. That tells me somebody had this thing in a shop trying to figure it out. Here is our ECU. More like ECU. It is not bolted in. And we've got some sus looking stuff here. What am I looking at there? I think that's just the ground lug. I think that's a ground lug. Okay. So unlike the one on the 240, this does not bolt in. Is that considered the 20-pin connector? Let me see. Let me look at this. It doesn't look... Disconnect 20-pin connector. Are you 20? That looks like 20 to me. Right. 20 is the middle one. That's the middle one. All right. So. Okay, confirm that we have ground in the car. So if we're looking at it from this angle, 3 is this one. Ah, heck. Those pins are tiny. I might have to use the piece of wire trick to do this. Yep, all right. We did this in the 240. Ironically, coincidentally, we did this in the 240 when it had no spark. So, hey, everything comes back around. Keep this little bit of wire around just for this reason. Okie dokie. So, number 3 is that one. All right, OBS or Droid Cam, I need to turn off this option where you lock. It's driving me nuts. Horn screen. Lock screen. No. There. All right, we have continuity between 3. Now we're looking for 5. 4, 5. We've got it. And 14, which is number 4 top row. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And we've got it. All right. So that is a successful test. No apparent issues there. So now we move to the next one. Now I need to test the actual power transistor, which is just fun to say. Measure current direction 2 to 3 millimeter. Okay, so this we actually need our multimeter out for that. You've been locked in the car. Yeah, you can set it to not lock. I just look straight into that light and it is bright. My eyes. Okay. Multimeter in ohm mode. Oh, I have a continuity mode, so that should do it. Does mean removing these pesky little devils again, though. So let's go ahead and start that process. I can't see nothing. I just looked into that light. I think I saw my pick. Yep. Might be easier to remove the coils from the car and get at them. Yep, that's what I'm doing. That is what I'm doing. Ow. I didn't just stab my finger, you did. There's airflow. If you want to see how this process goes, you know, just watch the last stream. Let me... Key is off. Let me just disconnect the battery. I do not have any surprises today. I wonder if there's a way to make that chat bigger. Hope so. Sorry, ZK, you just have to super chat everything. Not gonna happen. Okay. That was a noise. Coil. Coil removed. But you didn't say anything. Well, here, I can just zoom in on the screen. That'll help. There we go. It didn't give me a box type. What? I thought that's the whole point of Super Chats. There, I made it bigger now. I can see it much easier. Okay. Phone. What does phone say? So I need to connect 2 to 3 to... Boy, this is some terrible resolution. Oh, to the body of it? Okay. So, what am I looking at? 2 is the up and down one. It is not. It is not that. There's actually a dude on Marketplace that's selling a little homemade box that you plug into the port of these cars and it reads the codes out for you, which I think is super cool. I love little homemade stuff like that. Okay. Try and position this in a way that you can see what I'm doing. So for this one, we need to go from 2, which is the up and down one, just to the body of the igniter. Which, if it has a value, then we're good. So we're seeing 1200 there. And now, from 4, which is in this connector, to 3. So 4 is again the up and down. Hey, come back. To the body. Hello. Am I reading that wrong? 4 to 3. 3 is body. Uh-oh. That's not a good start to this test. Interesting. Am I reading it right? Okay, so with the connector like so, it would be this one. This is the intake side, yeah. And the contacts are nice and clean. I got nothing. And 4 to 2. 4 to 2. 4 to 2. Nothing. No, 4 to, yeah, 4 to 2 is the up and down one, yeah. All right, I have this like upside down versus how it is displayed, so I'm gonna put it the most rightest way possible and retest. So from 4, just gotta be this one, to the body. I got nothing. And then from 4 to 2, which is this, I got nothing. And then from 1, which is the bottom leg, to 5, which is the up and down. It's 1 to 5. I mean, it's already failed, but nothing. Show me 4. 4 is this one. This is 4 to me. Let me get you nice and close. From 4 to the body of the coil, I ain't getting nothing. It's gonna be a very short stream if both of these are bad. Yeah, I got nothing. Recheck continuity on the meter. Okay. So 2 to 3 worked, right? So 2 is this one, 3 is body. Yes. Does anybody know is it like, man, I should have just bought one. Now I feel stupid. All right, let me pull the other coil out. I feel it's good that I tested it first because I seriously just don't have, sorry, my brain can't words at the same time. $300 to just throw around willy-nilly. Okay. Hose clamps, they're just always out to get me. Where's Stubby? Where's Stubby boy? We're in pure no spend money unless needed mode. Yeah. I just get, oh, right there. Right, true. I just get a little bummed out to like get all gung-ho to work on it and then immediately find out that I don't have the parts I need to work on it. But that's part of the process. That's definitely why I've always preferred making automotive videos to making automotive live stream stuff. Because if in video I can just be like, all right, well, I guess I'll pick this up when I get this part. All right, everybody just hope that it didn't burn 2 igniters and that the one on the exhaust coil is still good. And the reason it didn't work before is because it wasn't hooked up right. Where did screw go? Oh, it's in there. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to put a mark on this one so I know which is which. Done it. Just wind your own coils. The coils are good. I replaced the coils. The igniter chip is what's going bad, apparently. All right. Here we go again. We'll start at the top. Two, just the up and down to the body. That's interesting already, isn't it? The other one didn't have solid continuity between those two. Well, I guess this one doesn't either, actually. Unplug it from the coil first. Oh, okay. So that's about the same score then. 800, it's a little lower. All right, 4. To the body. Shit. Am I doing it wrong? Am I doing it wrong? Because that's got nothing. Or does it just happen to be that they're both bad? 4 to 2. Nothing. 1 to 5. Nothing. Nothing. You're doing it backwards? I mean, I've tried it both ways. The red needs to be on the first number. Red needs to be on the first number. Okay. So 4 is this one, which is the way I've had it. And 3 is to the body. Yeah, nothing. 4 to 2. Nothing. And 5. I thought the other one had a 5 to 1 continuity. Guess not. Nothing. So it would seem to me, I mean, the reader's working because the first one tests good and well, I mean, I'm as far as I can tell, I'm testing it the right way, but I've tested it both ways too, so 4 to body. And that's the one that we're just not getting anything on either. Nothing. Bipolar transistor is basically just 2 diodes. Words. Yes, I know some of these words. Well, unless somebody comes at me with a different bright idea, I think we're at the point of just ordering 2 of these. And hopefully one that's correct, because we have 2 intake ones here. Is the thing Dave said true facts? I don't know what Dave said. It's looking to me like we're about to go play some SnowRunner. Yeah, I even have the old coil set up off of the 240, but it's a different igniter setup, so that doesn't help. What is this? Oh, donuts. This was a great stream, everyone. Were you testing to the body or the bracket? I was testing to this part. There might be a situation there might be a situation wherein that Dave might be shadow banned on YouTube. I'm on live chat. Am I? I think I'm on live chat. Oh, am I on top chat? Maybe that's it. Oh shit, I can see Dave again. Damn, you exist. All right, we'll try it on calm instead of ohms. If you can't see Dave, you're probably on, oh wait, it's supposed to be from you to body. Well, the good news is we can see Dave again. The bad news is that didn't change anything. Well, we're not trying to measure ohms. It just needs any continuity. The test just says continuity between. It does not measure how much. It just needs to know that continuity exists. Part number of the transistor body? The only thing it says is 0201 on it. So that's why the test is working for 2, which is this guy, to the body. Because yeah, it shows a number. Try reversing the meter leads. I have done that as well. So in 4 to body and in 4 to body. Huh! Wait, what? Huh! Wait, what? Huh? Hey, what? Hey, wait a damn hey, wait a second, is that the right one? Oh, it's the wrong one. Damn, here I was excited. Right? Yeah, that was the wrong one. F. So from 4 to body, nothing. From 4 to body, nothing. Okay. Any other ideas? So now we have a great situation where we have to figure out, did both of these happen to go bad? Or is there some kind of wiring fault that's burning them up? Have you tried hitting it with a rock? Everyone would lose it if this works. I'm afraid that didn't work. It's not a rock. And before he hits his phone, that would make me cry. Take it apart. Is there anything to take apart here? I imagine this is all going to be sealed, right? I don't know. Release the screw. Good Lord. Well, I do not know how that comes apart. Let me get a flathead. Teeny tiny one. Me thinks that's not supposed to come apart. Does it slide off? No. Oh, there it goes. Just corroded. Feel like I'm doing irreparable damage. So it's got two leads. Kind of just poking through. It does feel like they are probably connected. And then they pot over this whole thing. I've released the shmoo! He's fine. Shmoo. Okay, that sucker doesn't want to just come out. Oh, it did break off. All right, well, I might as well just break this one off too then. Yep. That is good and properly ruined now. So yeah, this is the potting here. This isn't solid. So if we wanted to do that, we would have had to peel from this side, I guess, and then repot them. Yeah, I don't think I'm just gonna rebuild these, unfortunately. It's a cute thought, but not gonna happen. Yeah, and it's like just solid epoxied in there. We're done. No, I think it's literally just 2 wires into that transistor. Which, oh, it's right here. There's no chip or anything. It's probably just potted like this because of the frequency. Yeah, that's all it is. It's just 2 wires into a transistor. And then back out to this output. Well, boy, howdy, we can make our own then. That sounds awful. F. What did I do to my knuckle? I don't know. It does look like one of those prank buzzer things. No. That's a 4419. What are we looking at? These are what I call the igniters for the coil, which is basically a transistor. And they both just tested bad. This car has 2 coil setups, and they are both bad. Which isn't terribly surprising, in that one of them isn't even the right coil setup. Like, one of them is basically we have 2 intakes, and there should be an intake and an exhaust. So someone tried to get it running, and someone tried to replace one of them with probably a used unit, and either they happened to get 2 bad ones, or there's something wrong with the car that's killing them. That's the fun part. The good news is they definitely didn't replace either of these with new units, and they are known bad parts. Like, they are very known to be failure-prone parts. At this point, I would probably buy just an intake one and try to get one coil working and see if it just instantly fries it. But we'll have to come to a conclusion on that. We'll have to figure out which way we want to go. They're also starting to get pretty scarce. Yeah, everything says that it should run on one coil, and that the other coil doesn't do anything until like 4,000 RPM anyway. So yeah, it should just run on the one coil, but I would like to get them both working. But I would like to get it to run at all. Like we don't even know the thing has compression at this point. We don't know if it's gonna do anything. Well, I think that's it for today then. I have nothing else to show you. I have nothing else to do. Unless somebody throws something at me, but yeah, I don't know. I'll probably come back later this evening on Twitch and just do some gaming. Well, that's the way the cookie crumbles. What I'm saying is go get cookies. Pull off the wheels? Nah, no, it doesn't. I'm not. Again, I don't have any parts, so it doesn't thrill me. Honestly, a rebuild might be something we could do, though we do need to figure out what transistor. Yeah, you'd have to figure out which transistor. I'd have to completely clean out this potting and figure out which way it goes. I'm not too excited about that proposition. Maybe ZK or his brother is excited about that proposition. Me personally, not excited. Okay, I'll see y'all later tonight. I don't think there was any super chats, right? Not any written ones. Let me check. Adios. We'll be back when we get parts. Yeah, we good.